Hi everybody, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Linden. I want to show off one of our most popular vehicles and one of our nicest riding, in my opinion, one of our nicest riding vehicles. This is the GLS. This happens to be the 63 model, so it's the AMG. AMG, of course, standing for Alfred Melcher Grossaspach, which is a company formed in 1967. Building race engines for Mercedes-Benz in Falterbach, Germany. They later became the performance arm of Mercedes-Benz, and it's owned solely by Mercedes-Benz now. One man, one engine philosophy, which means that you're getting a hand-built engine, very close tolerances and specifications. And really what it means is this thing is super scary fast, and it's awesome. That's really what AMG stands for. It's super awesome, super fast, heavy duty, long lasting. Of course, Mercedes-Benz tests their engines longer than any other manufacturer. But when you get behind the wheel of this particular vehicle, it's a seven passenger SUV. It is super, super fun to drive. Sounds fantastic. V8 bi-turbo. Great big, massive brakes up front here. Got a nice multi-spoke wheel. Let's look at some of the specs a little bit closer. I think that you'll be somewhat impressed here. 577 horsepower, 561 on the torque, and if you notice right here, it's a 5.5 liter bi-turbo engine. Another thing that you're going to notice right here is the Speed Shift Plus 7G transmission, which is tuned by AMG. The Airmatic is significant because, again, as I mentioned, this car is one of our nicest riding vehicles. And a lot of that is not only due to the fact that it's heavy, it's over-engineered as far as the thickness of the steel, but it is also riding on air, so it's got air suspension, which is adjustable. You can tune the different modes, raise the vehicle. It's all-wheel drive. I invite you down to take one of these vehicles for a ride. And whether it's an AMG, whether it's a 550, which is also a V8 bi-turbo, or the V6 bi-turbo in the 450. Note up here we've got Distronic. I can tell that because of the plastic. So if you see a vehicle with that, it's got radar, adaptive cruise control. Well, let's jump in real quick. Take a look here. Beautiful, beautiful high-end leather, nice Napa leathers for these AMG vehicles. Heavily bolstered. You can have all kinds of control over those bolsters. In the AMG model, we've got some different options here on my control here to look at the temperatures, set the different shift points, because here we can go from Sport, Comfort, Sport Plus, and we can tune this on the fly. You've even got a snow or a inclement weather setting here, as well as an individual mode where we can kind of mix them all up. One thing to note here on the AMG models, our regular Mercedes-Benz engines and models, they don't really necessarily need that break-in period like you would on these race engines. You need 1,000 miles of variable speeds to break in the engine and not pushing it too hard. As we come up here, you can notice that we've got temperatures, and they'll change colors based on whether this is warmed up and ready to go. Notice the P up here, so we've got Parktronic. It'll help you park. I love the new design. In 17, they did some body changes. They made the screen float. If you notice, the top of this is the same height. This is the hood there. The reason they're doing that is it's peripheral vision. Another thing that Mercedes-Benz does in this vehicle is the fact that we don't do a touch screen. Because if we're looking at this, we're looking at that, then we're not looking at that, the road. So the idea is peripheral vision. Very comfortable, the steering wheel. You can see that it's a flat bottom and kind of squared edges, performance steering wheel. I love this very rich combination here in colors. I've got a suede liner here, panoramic roof, heated and ventilated seats. Super cool car. Of course, you're always welcome to come down to Mercedes-Benz of Linden, try them out, take them for a test drive. Any of our professionals here at Mercedes-Benz of Linden would be happy to show you around the dealership, introduce you to some of these fantastic cars. Note also the tow hitch in the bottom there, 8,500 pound towing capacity. Unibody construction. Super, super cool car.